Hello everybody, welcome to Life in France. Life in France versus life in the UK. I'm Mark, and if you haven't already, please subscribe to the channel and don't forget, hit that red button so you don't miss any future releases. Gardening in France versus gardening in the UK. Yes, today's video is about the difference between gardening in the UK and gardening in France. France versus the UK. Now, it all comes down to climate. When people ask what the climate is like in Brittany, I always say, well, imagine Cornwall and Devon slightly better than the rest of the UK. Well, we're actually 1 or 2 degrees warmer than Cornwall or Devon. And that extra couple of degrees makes a huge difference in what you can plant out in the garden and keep in the garden. So in today's video of Life in France versus Life in the UK, I'm just going to walk around the garden and just point out some of the plants that we keep out growing in our garden all year round without any fatalities, and they just seem to do so well. Now in Cornwall or Devon, some of the plants that you'll get to see will survive outside, but as soon as you start going further north in the UK, you'll find gardeners will have to bring their plants in for the winter months, whereas in France we keep all the plants out in the garden and they flourish. Guys, these are our cordylines, also known as cabbage palms. They're extremely beautiful to grow in your garden, very robust. They survive down to -15, and they create this wonderful white blossom that fills the air with the smell of jasmine. They're absolutely fantastic for the garden and create a real subtropical feel to our garden. Here we are guys, the red banana in situ, looking absolutely fantastic amongst the Buddha within our banana garden. The green bananas stay out all year. I cut all these this year down to 1 metre in height, and they're all growing back nicely. They stay out all year, as I said. This one has to go in because it's just too tender. Amongst the bananas guys, we've also got some arum, and again, lovely tropical feel with beautiful white flowers. Here we are, some more arums. These are like a variegated type with lovely cream flowers, and I planted these probably 3 or 4 years ago. They stay in the ground all year, wither down, brown leaves in the winter, don't actually see any existence of them, and they spring up in the spring and they look gorgeous. And I've also got a green cordyline along with my favourite plant, a Yucca. That's buy a small one because they're so expensive. You're looking at €400 for one that's about 2 foot tall. I think this one cost me €60 and I bought 2 of them. We also grow figs guys in France. These stay out all year as well. They're on a south facing wall and they all produce fruit. I think we've got about 10 plants, fig trees altogether, different varieties, but they'll produce fruit, absolutely delicious, fresh off the tree. It's a nice specimen guys, Aloe Vera. It's been growing in this pot for about 15 years now. I bought it in the first year that I moved to France. Naomi actually cuts one off every now and then to make a body lotion with it. No idea what this plant is, guys. It came with the house when I bought it, but it looks subtropical, doesn't flower, but it's got nice broad green leaves and just looks the part. This is our second canna bed. All these plants, guys, have come from one plant that I bought sort of 12 years ago. And here's the primary canna bed. I did buy some green cannas that have yellow flowers, but all the rest are originating from that original plant. Variegated green and red leaves with bright orange flowers. As you can see, some of them are already flowering. But in a couple of weeks' time, both canna beds will look absolutely stunning, filled up with bright orange flowers, and they go up to about 6 foot tall. Our first bird of paradise flower out for this year. Still more to come. But it really sets the garden off. Amongst our bird of paradise, guys, we've also got 2 avocado trees growing. They came out sort of second week of May, and I'll bring them back indoors just before any danger of frost. But they're doing very well, both grown from seed, and I guess about 2 foot tall now. Avocados growing in France. And here's a banana that I've had in this pot for probably 3 or 4 years. It dies back in the winter and shoots back up in the spring without a problem, and it's not within the microclimate that I've created for the rest of the bananas. Guys, I hope you've enjoyed this short video on life in France versus life in the UK, and gardening in the UK versus gardening in France. If you haven't already, please subscribe to the channel, and don't forget, hit that red button so you don't miss any future releases. Thanks for watching, and I'll see you again soon. Take care, everybody.
Big muscles, everybody! Big muscles! Who's got the best muscles? Most muscular pose?
Oh, he's got best chest.
Double bicep?
Look at mummy.